Today is going to be a review of the VASTFIRE VA-C10, and it is a one-mode tactical hunting light slash weapon light. You have the Picatinny switch and momentary on feature, which, you know, to me is one of the most exciting things of any light, and I don't like a light that is not equipped with them. But this comes from our friends at VASTFIRE. And I've reviewed one other light from them, and recently they are really on the move of trying to promote some of their lights, so I figure, why the heck not? The light comes with a little 2017 version charger. I don't know any of the details, but I think it's a standard one. It looks like a 1 amp standard charger, so no frills here. It looks like similar ones that have been released in years past. And then it comes with Velcro and the Picatinny rail itself. Now, for those of you who haven't used them, this attaches in here so that it doesn't damage the light. And you can secure the light and tighten it on the rail with this one, with the larger Allen wrench that it comes with. And the smaller one adjusts these right here. And of course, the point in the web of this is to be able to hold this pretty tight. And you can use the pressure switch to activate your light as you're about to fire it. So the light itself, and it comes, by the way, with this nice little box. I've always thought these are kind of neat. I know they're cheap, and a lot of cheap lights use them, but to me this is just a cool way to store your light. It does come with a battery. VASTFIRE has their own batteries, and you might be thinking, with this being an unknown overseas brand, or a fairly less popular overseas brand, that they would have a cheap battery. Well, I have charged it up, and it is actually a really good capacity battery. So it's actually just comes wrapped. You get 2 of them with it, and here's the threads, by the way. So I was kind of impressed by that. Now, as always, my reviews hold no value if I don't tell the truth, and I'm of course going to do that. This light is advertised as a 1200 lumen single mode light. Well, it's not 1200 lumens. It is 6000K, and it is one mode, and it is a fixed focus, and it is fairly nice. It feels really sturdy in the hand. It doesn't jiggle around, and you can tail stand it. It does have a nice recessed area. However, it is much lower than the claimed 1250. It's more like 450, maybe 550. Some of the specs on here are kind of odd. It's, for instance, 250 meters beam distance. It's way further than 250 meters, even at that brightness. It is advertised as both an XPL V6 and an XML2, so I have no idea which is actually accurate there. Looking at the website, you get different things in different parts of the description, different pictures that appear to be different lights. So this one is the one, gray body. It's kind of the one I see on here, so I'm going to go with that. The light is currently priced at around $40, and oh, this is really good. I'm going to keep that in the review. I'm not editing that out. Most of the time it works. I have had it not turn on a couple times. As far as if it's going to stay on, you do occasionally run into some flickering. And so this is weird. How does a one mode light do that? All right, well, we've gotten past this point. Let's first, I guess, hook up the Picatinny rail, and then we will see how it works, and then we will take it out for beam shots. Now, here's the momentary feature, and then if you decide you want to click it on, this is here. Now this is a much better deal, because it doesn't have the flickering issue that the regular cap has. So it's a much better deal. So that's pretty cool. And so if you do want it, you can actually make it a side switch just by, you know, I guess we could wire it up to the side and just use it as you know, if you wanted that. But oh well. All right, let's head outside. So here we go. So if you have any doubt that this performs like a laser, you can take that out of your mind right now. And of course, what I've said with probably every review of throwers that I've ever done is it's not just the throw that makes these so amazing, it's the spill, because with good throw comes good spill. And by the way, the beam, although less intense than it appears here, is completely clean. And it is as circular as you observe it to be. So if your goal is to have the longest throwing light that will compete with any of your long throwers while not being even near as bright, then this is your animal. No heat issues whatsoever. So this is a nice light. It is a one mode light. I'm big on one mode and throwers, and especially in the cheaper category when there's not another switch to hold the mode steady. This is kind of a neat device. Now, for what they're asking for it, for $40, I would say that's a little bit steep, but you are getting a Picatinny rail and a customized switch that works effectively. And then, of course, you're getting the fact that it's a one-mode thrower and 2 batteries plus a charger. So I'd say that's almost a fair deal. I know that there are so many budget lights in this price range, and you have a lot of choice. While I tend to doubt that this might hold up under the pressure of the shock of being fired on a gun, it might do fairly well, and for the price point you may be looking at a fairly good deal depending on how much you want to spend. So I will include the link if indeed you decide you want to grab one of these out. Thank you, folks.